Okay, so here's the garden scoop. This is the whole driveway, basically, is our garden. So in the front here we've got green beans. It is a slow green bean year. They should need nothing other than a little bit of water. They aren't even blossoming yet. Then after the green beans, we move into cucumbers. These are doing great this year. So some of these, like that one, if you can see it, there we go. And that one behind, these will probably be ready soon. There might be more new ones by the time you get here, like that one might be ready. So feel free to pick cucumbers. There's a little pair of sewing snippers next to the side door that we use to snip stuff so you don't have to poke your hands or anything, because those are prickly. And then just after the cucumbers we have one squash plant, which is doing fine. I don't think we've got any female flowers yet coming, so maybe there will be later. And then on the other side of the driveway, let's start here. So facing the car, we've got cucumbers and beans mostly. Here we've got several very, very large tomato plants. So we've got tomato, we've got a half-hearted pepper, we've got one surviving radish. There will be tomatoes that you can pick, I am sure, while you're here. There's some ripening now. We've got another bin with tomato plants. Oh yeah, forgot about this part. We also have some squash we've been growing, kabocha squash specifically, and we learned the hard way recently that we were doing things wrong. They want well-drained soil, and I had stacked up these bins with grass clippings to help keep the moisture in, and they started rotting at the bases. Some of the bases are still pretty yucky, but the plants are surviving, the ones that remain. I have pulled many, many plants. Some of them are surviving and growing everywhere. If you find that the plants are dying, that these squash are dying, know that it's not you, it's not the guy before you, it was me. So I did plant some new ones to try to, it's late, but we have a bazillion of these seeds, so why not? See what happens. Next bin is more tomato plants, 2 of them in this one. And one lowly pepper plant, Adi accidentally chopped off the top of it or broke it off, so it has not blossomed ever. I don't know if it's gonna. And more kabocha squash growing out of there, including one in the back that I'm pretty sure is dying because they've got some. This is how you can tell a kabocha squash plant is dying. The leaves just wilt like crazy. They'll do that sometimes when it gets really warm in the afternoons, but this is cool in the morning and it's still all wilted and yucky. Anyway, so lots of tomatoes, big tomatoes, anything orange. Or in this case, this last bin, the one with the red cage, they're actually yellow tomatoes. So that haven't had any of those ripen yet, but it's a slower growing tomato plant. Long story, but I hurt this one too, and the one next to it. And then more squash, some surviving and some new ones coming up. So if you see anything there, feel free to pick. You see that Adi made this lovely trellis for it to grow on. Then we've got in this bin, we've got banana peppers. Feel free to pick anything that seems ripe to you. Banana peppers, and behind it is kabocha squash growing up. That one's doing okay so far. In the front we have watermelon. It's a volunteer / feral plant. We did not purposely plant watermelon, but it has grown because of the compost that we use. And this one is not watermelon, it's not cucumber. I don't know what it is. It's some other squash or melon or something. We'll see if it ever grows fruit, what it actually is. Then the last 2 bins are potatoes, and you need to do nothing other than water those. Basically, we just water them. I cut off the flowers if they flower, but I think they're done with that part. And then we pick them in the fall. So super easy there. And I meant to show you over here, if things need watering, there's 2 ways to do it. One, we've got a watering can hanging out, or you can see we've got hoses set up both sides, all through these bins, and also on this side along the bottom of the fence. There's a soaker hose. So really all you need to do if you want to water them is come over here toward the front of the house. You can see that both of these nozzle, or I don't know, these little switch things are pointed inward. They've got little on-off markings there, but because they're both pointed inward, they're both on. So you just need to turn this on a little bit. I set a timer because I never remember to come back out in time. So I set a timer for like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something, and turn that off. You can turn it on stronger than that if you want. And that's it. That's watering the garden and caring for